Hello, in this demo I would like to show you how you could leak payloads through a connect going over proxy SG. I have got a proxy here running 6745. I've got a integrated Windows authentication realm using direct, so the proxy is joined to my domain. For simplicity, I have disabled NTLM and Kerberos, and I've got only basic authentication enabled via the proxy authorization header. Every transaction on a proxy is allowed and authenticated against, again for the purposes of simplicity. Also, there is no IP surrogate or any surrogate for that matter on proxy SG, so every request will be subject to authentication. Now there is I've got a little Python script here that's this is the Stela server end. All it does is just basically capturing data, so I'm going to run this, and this is going to show me the payloads that I have leaked. Okay, I'm running it in the other tab, so let me quit. And let me also clear this and run it one more time. There we go. Now let's jump on to the client side. Got a very simple client written in a socket in Python. The first TCP socket sends the Stela connect. I'm going to this public website that I've got out there on the internet. I just send a regular connect is going to my proxy. Once I'm done with the connect, I am closing the connection, then I start a new TCP socket. And because I know that the proxy in this TCP socket gets back to me with the 407 unauthorized and start the proxy authentication, I have written the second socket that will then pass my lab user credentials here that are base64 encoded. I just created a very simple user here in my lab ID, called it DLP underscore test with a password of password1 in uppercase P, and I have base64 encoded that and put that here alongside with the basic directive for the proxy authorization header. After that, this is kind of a non-standard thing, I suppose. There's not meant to be any payloads on a connect if you were to follow the protocol, but the purpose here is to kind of prove that you can leak data. So I am injecting a message here. I am a Hobbit fan, so I have injected this far over the misty mountains words from the song, and let's have a look what that does. So I've got also a pcap running here on my client, so when I run this I can stop this. Let's look at the server. So you can see the server has received that message, right? Here is the song, verse 1, 2, 3. If I look at the pcap, so we got stream 5 and stream 6. Let's look at stream 5 first. I also leaked some information here as well, I suppose, but that was not part of this test, so we can ignore that. I just send the connect. Here I got the 401 proxy authentication required. Proxy serve the exception page. First round connection gets closed. Not much happens there. I'm also printing the bytes as they arrived on my socket here on the client. So here is the same data that Wireshark prints, right? It's just decoded, TCP, binary stream. And then if we look at stream 6, which is the stream of interest to us, and I follow this guy, you can see that the Wireshark correctly recognized that something is wrong here with this, connect, because it's got something that is not meant to be there, right? So you get this bunch of malformed packets, errors. Wireshark cannot correctly read that, right? Because it doesn't follow the protocol. But if we just follow it, we can see that here I have added my username and password. I have authenticated on a proxy, and here is my payload. Proxy came back with 200 connection established because it could invalidate against my ID that this user does exist in my lab indeed, and everything is fine. And as a result of that, the proxy just forwards this payload to the LCS, and we know that because again I have received on my server. So this new Turbo VCI Core UK, actually it's a public DNS record on this IP, which is on my firewall, and I port forwarded that through my DMZ onto this Ubuntu box where I'm running the Python. And just one more thing to mention. Let's look at our services. So I am using port 8080 on the proxy, which is the explicit service, which is this guy 8080 here. As you can see, protocol detection is enabled. The proxy type is HTTP. So the proxy can detect that it is HTTP. However, proxy doesn't strip any payload on the connect. And that concludes the demo. Thank you.